Hi, welcome to your week 3 workout 2. Today, once again, we'll be focusing on strength and power. So we will be doing 5 sets of 5 reps with a longer rest period in between each circuit where we will be doing some yoga stretches. So for equipment today, you'll need just a few heavy weights. All of the exercises that we'll be doing today will just be using one single heavy weight, so you don't need full sets. You'll also need a heavy resistance band. A loop band like this is perfect. And a stretching strap, and have your mat ready on the floor as we'll be doing those stretches in between the exercises. Go ahead and gather your equipment, and I'll meet you back here for our warm-up.
It's like everything around me looks a little great. Ever since you found out, worry about my brain. I just need a time out, probably just a sprain. It's okay, baby, it's okay. Got a lot of words you don't know how to say. Pull out all your big ones, tryna flip my face. I give you a big hug, say I'm feeling great. It's okay, baby.
For our warm-up today, we're gonna practice the exercises that we'll be doing with resistance. So our first exercise is going to be a plie squat to a calf raise. You'll come into a wide stance. You're gonna have your toes turned out. When we get into the exercise, you'll be holding a weight low to your body. You're gonna come into your plie squat. So when we're coming down into the squat, we're keeping your back really straight as if you were sliding down a wall. You're gonna straighten your knees all the way, lift your heels, lower your heels, and repeat. So it's down, up, down. Good. And when we're doing these with heavy weight, it's really easy to want to lean forward because that weight is going to be pulling your body. So you want to make sure that you engage your core, keep your chest up, shoulders back. Knees are going in the direction of your toes. So you can play around with what feels good for how much turnout you have. Some people might have a little less or a little more. Everybody's hips are different. So you just want to make sure that your hips and knees stay safe and comfortable for your body. Let's get 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Our second lower body exercise will be a curtsy lunge. When we get into these, you're gonna have one single weight, hold it at your chest in that goblet position, and we're gonna step into our lunge back and at an angle. So it looks like this. So notice when I get into it, my right foot is behind the left and coming back in, keeping your chest up so you're not leaning forward. If curtsy lunges are not it for your knees, then take it just to a reverse lunge where you're keeping the hips parallel, staying forward, and you've got your right foot is to the side. Okay, otherwise curtsies, we're stepping back and at an angle. Let's get 5 more on this side. 4, 3, 2, and it's working the glutes on the stable leg, quads on the moving leg. Let's try the other side. Back and at an angle. And as always, make sure you're breathing. I like to exhale on that push off. That helps to stabilize your core as you get back into position. Let's do 5 more on this side. 4, 3, 2, last one. And then our last lower body exercise today, it's actually gonna be 2 pieces that we're gonna put together. A hip abduction, which is pulling the leg to the side, and a hip extension, which is pulling the leg back. We'll be doing these with our heavy band, so the band will go around your ankles. You could hold onto a chair or a wall for stability if you need to, and you're just gonna go out to the side first. When we do this exercise with the resistance, because it's a heavy band, you might just be coming to here. It won't be as high, but for the warm up, let's get as much range of motion as you can, keeping your torso lifted Shoulders down and back. Spine nice and long. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then other side. Same thing. And anytime we're doing these, with or without resistance, really important to keep your torso nice and still so that you're not leaning as you go, because this doesn't work your hip as much. It's really just kind of a compensation. So if you need to hold on to something to stay stable, certainly do that. It's not cheating, it's just providing a little extra stability. Let's get 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're coming into our hip extension. So you'll have the band. When you have the band on, if it's a loop band like this, you're gonna come straight back. Okay, so you wanna try not to turn out too much. Now, if you don't have a loop band, I'll show you how to do this with just a long band, if that's what you have, when we get to it. So again, I'm having a little lean forward of my body so that I can keep my torso still in space. Again, you don't wanna be hinging forward every time. You want to really work the glutes on this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and same thing on the other side. So we're lifting straight back. And now when we get into our workout with that heavy band, it's just 5 reps in each position. So you want to make sure you have some really good resistance on there. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Now for our upper body warm up, grab a light weight, maybe somewhere around 5 to 8 pounds, and we're gonna warm up with a light weight as I demonstrate the exercises that we'll be doing for our heavy lifting. So grab that light weight, and the first thing we'll be doing is a single arm row. You can use your bench or chair for stability. So when we come into this on the bench, you're gonna have a hand and a knee on so that you can keep your back nice and straight and spine long, and you're lifting that elbow up above your rib cage. Wanna make sure that you are keeping a neutral neck so that you're not looking down at your feet and not overextending your neck. Just one long line from the crown of your head all the way to your tailbone. We're gonna get 5 more on this arm. 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's warm up the other side. Same body position, arms straight, back flat, pull the lower belly in. Want to make sure that you're not arching your back. Exhaling on the way up, and you want to get that elbow up as high as you can. And when you come down, try not to drop your shoulder, which is easy to do when you've got a light weight. But as we increase the weight is going to want to pull, twist your body. So you're going to have to use more core to stabilize. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Second exercise will be a single arm reverse fly. Same body position as the rows. You're gonna have just a slight bend to your elbow and you're lifting your arm up. So you wanna try to get your arm in line with or just slightly higher than your shoulder. It doesn't take a lot of weight for this to be heavy, so it's going to be significantly less weight than what you did for your single arm row. So keep that in mind when you're gathering your weights. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll warm up the other side. Same body position, flat back, slight bend to the arm. So when you come up, the weight should be behind and above your shoulder. So you don't want to be too far in front of your body. In line with or above your shoulder. Trying not to twist, so we're not opening up. We're keeping the shoulders parallel. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. And our final upper body exercise will be an overhead tricep extension. So for this one, you're gonna have one single weight. If you're using probably like 20 or less pounds, as the weight gets heavier than 20 pounds, they get really hard to grab a single weight. So then you might have 2 weights and put them like this side by side. But if we're doing a single weight, you're gonna hold it horizontal, overhead. Now you want to be able to get that weight behind your head, and that's how you know you have the right weight. If you're only able to get to about here, it's too heavy. Even for 5 reps, you want to still be able to get that full range of motion. So as we are increasing our weight in the workouts this week, we want to make sure that we keep a good form. You want to be able to get in and out of each position safely by yourself. So keep that in mind as you are gathering your weights. We're going to get 5 more and then we'll get started. 3, 2, 1, and down. All right, now that we're warmed up, we're going to start with our plie squats to the calf raise and single arm row combination. So we'll be doing 5 reps of each exercise, alternating back and forth with a short break in between. After the 5 sets, we'll take a longer break and stretch it out before we move in to the next superset. So go ahead, grab a drink of water and one single heavy weight. All right, we've got one heavy weight that we'll hold. So you're gonna clasp your hands around the top of the dumbbell so it's hanging down this way. Option would be to also hold it this way. So I'm gonna start like this. We'll do the second set the other way so you can see it both ways. You're gonna take a big wide step here. Keep the weight close to your body, back straight, shoulders back. We're gonna come down into that squat, all the way up, lift the heels, lower the heels. 4, 3, back straight like you're sliding down a wall. 2, and 1. All right, great job. Step out of that, and then we're gonna come into our single arm rows. One single heavy weight. You can start on either side. You want to get into that posture first before you hold the weight, so make sure that your core is engaged, back is flat. That standing leg has a softness to it so you're not locking out your knee. Here we go, 5 slow and controlled reps. Exhale up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, now that we've gotten through one set of those, make any adjustments to your weights up or down, and we'll go into our second set. This time I'll show you holding the weight vertically. So it all just depends on what feels good for your grip. You want to make sure you have a good grip on it so you don't drop it. Nice wide stance, legs turned out, straight up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, and set it down. All right, moving into our second set of single arm rows. Shoulders down, so notice how as it's heavy, it wants to start to pull you, but you want to keep the shoulders in line. Take a breath in, exhale up. 2, not too fast, pace of your breath. 3, 4, 5. Switch sides. It's easy to want to go fast with a heavy weight because that's where momentum comes into play, but we don't want to use momentum. We want to use your muscles up and down, so take it slow and controlled. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down, and we'll move into our third set. So you can hold the weight horizontally or vertically, whatever felt better for you. Pick it up safely, get it into position, wide stance, turned out, shoulders back, back straight, down, up, up, down. Good. Just 3 more. Squeezing the glutes at the top. 2, and last one. Set the weight down. And moving into our third set of single arm rows. You can alternate which arm you start with each set. Set it up and begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Right around the third set, we're really starting to feel some fatigue, and that's where you want to be so you know you have the right weight. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. All right, we are on round 4 of 5. Coming back into our plies. Grab that weight, pull the shoulders back, wide stance, down, up, down. 2, 3, 4, 5, and all the way down. Keeping your back straight when you set it down, bend your knees deeply. Round 4, single arm rows. 5, 4, elbow in close to your body. 3, belly in. 2, 1, other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. We've got one more set to go. Coming back in to our plies. Get a good grip on that weight. Nice wide stance, 5 reps. 4, 3, 2, last one, and down. We'll finish up this set with our single arm rows. Last 5 on this side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Finish up on the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, we got our first set out of the way. So go ahead and move your weights out of the way. We're gonna be on the mat doing some stretches. for about 2 to 3 minutes before we move in to our next set of exercises. Grab a drink of water if you need to, and I'll meet you right back here. Welcome back. We are going to be moving through a warrior two position to a triangle to a wide leg forward fold so we can stretch the outer thighs, inner thighs, and get a nice back stretch. So we're going to take a long step out. So if you bring your arms out to the sides and just take a big step, your ankles should be about under your wrists or a little bit in from there. We're going to go to the left first. So you're going to turn your left foot so it's pointed towards the short edge of the mat, and then you're going to peel your right heel back. We're going to bend that front leg. We're not going to hold this part very long. We're just setting it up so that we have the stability first. So pushing in to that back heel. We're going to turn to look over the left hand. Then you're going to straighten your left leg, coming into our triangle. This is the one we're going to hold. So we're gonna start to slide the arms just parallel to the floor. Just go as long as you can. So you're getting this, starting to get this side bend of the body. And when your body naturally stops, when you start to feel this pull kind of in the inner thigh, that's where you're gonna stop and just windmill the arms and gaze upward. So you want one long arm here. We're not putting a lot of pressure on this hand. Pull the right shoulder back. Take 3 more big breaths here. 2, 1, and then when we come out, we're just gonna lift the torso first, bring the arms down, bring the legs back to parallel, and we'll go in the other direction. So now we're gonna turn the right foot to face the short edge of the mat, peel the left heel back, bend the right leg, so your knee is over your ankle. Arms nice and long. We're gonna look over that right hand. Just take a breath or two here. And then as you're ready, we're gonna straighten that front knee, slide the arms long. So keeping your arms as parallel to the floor as possible, as long as you can, as if we were just gonna reach to touch the wall in front. When your body naturally stops, windmill the arms and gaze up. So you should be feeling a right inner thigh stretch. Nice long stretch through the side body here. Three more breaths. We'll windmill the arms out of this. Turn the feet forward. So now your feet are parallel, toes pointed toward the long edge of your mat. You're gonna take your hands to your hip creases as if you were gonna push those hips, using your hands as if you were gonna squeeze your fingers right in your hip creases and hinge forward. Coming into a wide leg forward fold. Once you're in the position where your body naturally stops, but you can keep your back pretty straight, then you might drop your arms to the floor. You might clasp your elbows together if that feels like a better stretch for you. And then we're just gonna slowly walk the hands over towards the right foot, keeping the legs in place, hips back. Walk the hands over to the left foot. We'll come back to center. Heel toe your feet back in to about hip width apart. Round your back, let everything hang, and then we're slowly gonna roll up. One vertebra at a time, all the way up to stand. And now we are ready for our curtsy lunges and our reverse flies. So go ahead and grab one single heavy weight. We're gonna hold this goblet style at the chest, 5 reps on the same leg. Remember the option to do a reverse lunge going straight back and keeping the legs parallel. Otherwise, for our curtsies, we're stepping back and at an angle, keeping the chest up for 5. Slow and controlled. 4, 3, 2, 1, and other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Go ahead and set that down. And now you'll grab your lighter weight for your reverse flies. We're setting up in the same body position that we did for our rows. So coming into that flat back position, slight bend to the elbow, lift up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, going back into our curtsy lunges. So you can grab that heavy weight, holding it at your chest, 5 reps on each side. And you can alternate what leg you're starting with. Think about it. I started with right last time, so I'm gonna start with left this time for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and other side. 4, 3, 2, keep that chest up, weight close to your body. 1, and down. All right, coming into our single arm reverse flies for 5 reps. Pull the belly in, keep the core nice and tight, protect the back. Don't twist as you come up. Exhale up. 3, 4, 5, and switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. That's 2 down, moving into round 3. All right, we're gonna start with the right leg this time. Curtsy lunges, press through that left heel when you bring it back up. 3, 4, 5, other side. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 3 down with the lunges. Round 3, reverse flies, lift and down. Exhale up, inhale down, 3 more. 2, 1. Remember, you're just coming up to about shoulder height or slightly above, not too high. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. So that's 3 sets down. Now remember, when we're working strength and power, we're looking for 3 to 5 sets of about 5 reps, heavy weights. So this is where we're starting to really feel that fatigue. If you feel like you're done, you've reached your max, you can sit these next 2 sets out, or maybe try another one if you're ready to join me for round 4. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we've got 5 on the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. 5 reps. Let's just do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down with control. Other side. Use that breath. Exhale up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Last set. All right. Weight at your chest. Step it back at that angle. Press through your heel. Keep that chest up. Slow and controlled, don't rush through these. 3, treat it as though it is the first set. Switch sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Curtsies are done. You can set this weight aside. And we will finish this up with our single arm flies. Exhale up. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Don't trip on your mat. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Great job on this strength set. Grab a drink of water if you need to, and then meet me back at your bench or your chair. Welcome back. We'll be doing this stretch seated, so you can do this on your bench or your chair, sitting towards the edge of the seat. We're gonna do a figure 4 stretch. So this stretches the glutes. So you're gonna bring your leg up and cross your ankle, bring it on top of your knee, just behind your knee. We're gonna sit up nice and tall, shoulders back, flex your foot. Sometimes just getting into this position will feel like enough stretch for you. And if this is too much, if you're not able to get your leg up here, what you can do is straighten this leg out a little bit more. So it's gonna lower that contact point. So you won't have as much height to lift this leg up to. So just find what works for you. And once you feel that good stretch here in your glutes, we're gonna take your same arm, put a little press on the leg, not too much, just always making sure that your knees feel safe. To deepen the stretch, just lean forward just a little bit, keeping your back nice and straight, and breathe. So part of the purpose of doing our stretches in between our sets is not only to stretch the muscles and keep them mobile, but to let the nervous system recover. So we really want to get that breath rate down as well. So breathing in and out through the nose as we stretch can be quite helpful. There's some construction next door, so if you hear some beeping in machines, not sure I can edit that out. All right, let's go ahead and do the other side. Crossing over. Flex your foot. Put a little pressure on the leg. Don't push on your knee, but just above your knee, on the thigh. You can use your hand or your forearm as you lean forward into it, keeping that lower belly pulled in, back straight, shoulders down. And the thing about stretching is that sometimes getting into the positions can be tricky, but you want to make sure that you're not straining one part of your body in order to stretch another part of your body. So as we're coming into this stretch, you just want to make sure that you're not tensing up in your shoulders, that you're not rounding your back, but just maintaining really nice posture, easing into it and breathing. We'll take a couple more breaths here. And come up nice and tall. And we'll move into our final set of resistance exercises. You'll need that band and one single heavy weight. So I'm going to show you two options. First, I'm going to show you with just a long band, if that's what you have today. And this might be a band with handles, it might be a TheraBand, so just one of those long flat bands. Whatever you have, just adding some resistance to this exercise is helpful. So if you just have one long band, what you're gonna do is step on it with both feet. You're gonna cross it over because this helps add some resistance to make it tight. And then for our hip abduction, you just bring the leg out to the side, like this. For hip extension, now if you're standing on a band like this, you will have to have a little bit of turnout to your leg so that your foot doesn't slip out of the band, and then you just pull back behind you. So that's how you'll do the exercise with a band like this. Otherwise, if you have a loop band, that's preferred. If you have one of those TheraBands or any band that you can tie a knot in to make a loop, that is helpful too. Sometimes it's hard to get the knots out once you get them in, so keep that in mind. Now this is a heavy resistance, so range of motion isn't going to be huge, but you want to be feeling it in your outer hip and glutes. We're going to have hands on the hips or hands at your heart, or you might hold on to a chair or the wall for stability. We're going to do 5 abduction. Here we go. 5, coming in with control. 4, the lowering is part of the exercise. 3, 2, 1. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. To the back. Hip extensions, a little bit of lean forward. Soft bend on that front knee. 5, 4, coming in with control, so we're not just letting the band pull the leg in. 3, 2, 1, other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that's 1 down. We're gonna move into our overhead tricep extension. If you have the band wrapped around your ankles, you can just leave it there. Picking up 1 single weight or 2 weights side by side to equal the weight that works for you today. Arms up overhead. Remember, you want to get that weight behind your head and extend up for 5, 4, 3, exhale up, 2, elbows forward, 1, bring it down carefully, and we'll go into round 2. Hip abduction, starting on the other side this time. Create some tension on the band, hands anywhere you need to balance, lift and in, lower with control. 2, 3, 4, 5, other side. 2 more. Great job. Now we're moving into extensions. Three, 2, 1, other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to our triceps. Overhead with weight. Inhale down, exhale up. 5, 4, slow and controlled with your breath. 3, soft knees. 2, pull that belly in. Last one, and down. Round 3, hip abduction. So abduction is moving the leg away from the body. And in. 2, 3, 4, 5, other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the back. 5, 4, keep the torso still. 3, 2, 1. Other leg. 5, 4, exhale on the extension. 3, 2, 1. Round 3 of triceps. Lift, lower, exhale, inhale. 3, 4, 5, and down. Round 4, we're just gonna go right into it. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, other side. 3, 2, 1, extension for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And other side for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 4, triceps. Overhead. Carefully get that weight up. Elbows forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Last set, let's finish it up. 5 reps, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and to the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, let's finish this up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set, overhead tricep extensions. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Great job on finishing your resistance exercises. Next, we're gonna come down on the mat, do a little ab work, and finish up our stretches. So go ahead and get rid of your resistance equipment, and I'll meet you on the mat. Shoes on or off, up to you.
Never met someone like you, felt something like your touch. I wish we would have met tonight. Sure, I've had lovers in my past, won't lie, I've had a blast, but none of them had your humor.
Welcome back. We'll be moving into our ab exercises now. So you can come all the way down onto your back on the mat. And for our core work, I always like to move the spine in all 6 directions. So we have flexion and extension, lateral flexion both ways, and rotation both ways. So we're gonna get all of those now, starting with flexion. We're gonna bring the legs up, legs straight or slightly bent, whatever feels better for you. You're gonna flex up so your shoulders are lifted, tuck the chin gently, and reach for the toes. Exhale up, inhale down, just bringing your shoulder blades down, so you don't need to bring your head all the way down. We're doing 20 reps, we're on 6. Moving at the pace of your breath. 10 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, come all the way down. Stretch it out, maybe roll your head from side to side, release any neck tension. Maybe do some windshield wipers with your legs to release the lower back. And then we're gonna come into lateral flexion. So this is a side bend. So what we're gonna do is come onto your side and do some side crunches. So you're kind of resting on your bottom elbow, top elbow is lifted, and you're crunching up. It's not a huge movement. Exhale up. Imagine you're gonna bring your elbow towards your hip. Doing 20 reps on each side. Coming up on the countdown to 10. 8. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way out of it onto your back. Switch sides. Onto your side, knees bent, legs together, hand at your head, elbow up. Imagine you're bringing your elbow to your hip, so that rib to hip connection. 10 more to go. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Onto your back to come to neutral, and then we're gonna come up to seated and do some Russian twists. So now we're getting that rotation in both directions. So feet on the floor as an option, feet up in tabletop as an option, so you can take either one. Hands at your heart, and we're just gonna twist and center. Twist and center. Sometimes this is done with a weight, and the weight is brought to the floor. That's okay if you don't have any lower back issues or injuries. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. We're gonna finish up with back extensions. So coming on to your stomach. This is more of a stretch because we get to use our arms on this one. So you're gonna come down, thumbs by your shoulders, elbows in by your sides, legs together, neutral neck, inhale up. Just a little pause at the top and then exhale down. We're doing 10 of these. Keeping the shoulders back. 5 more. Two. And last one. Take your time coming onto your back and find your stretching strap. We're gonna finish up with a hamstring stretch. Bring that strap around the ball of your foot. You can have your opposite leg straight or bent. And I want you to kind of move through this stretch. So we're gonna pull it in towards the body on the exhale and then release on an inhale. So you're getting to the depth of your stretch. Just a little pause and release. Soft knee so you're not locking the knee. Sometimes if the knee is locked, you're gonna just feel most of the stretch right behind your knee, and you wanna be feeling the stretch in the center of your hamstring. So if you're feeling a lot of pull behind your knee, just try softening that knee, even a little bend, and see if you can start to feel that stretch more truly in your hamstrings. Hold this one here. And then we'll switch sides. Hold this one. Release the legs. Make your way up to standing. Do just a quick tricep stretch. Reaching for the middle of your back. And switch sides. Arms down, and you are all done. Great job on completing week 3, workout 2, and I will see you in a couple of days for workout number 3. Have a beautiful day.